Good morning. This is Dr. Madhusudan Reddy, EBR WITS Kavali. This video session for 4th BTech first sem EEE students. Subject is Power Quality, Unit 1, Power Quality Introduction. See here, in this session, I will cover definition of power quality and power quality terminology. About power quality, so everyone understood that the power system is divided into the 4 categories: generation, transmission, distribution, and utilization. So we concentrate more on distribution and consumer side, consumer loads. So consumer should get a quality of the power, good quality of the power. Then only our power system will operate properly. Otherwise, our system failure, becoming to the unstable. So to maintain this power quality, uh, generally what is the power quality? What is the quality of the power? If the equipment receives rated voltage with rated frequency and a flow through a rated current through any equipment, such a power is called as the quality of the power. Example, single phase 230 volts, three phase 440 volts, frequency is 50 Hz. If these three parameters can allow variation in plus or minus 5% voltage, plus or minus 0.1% frequency. So, if varies such a way, there is no problem in the power system. Otherwise, the power will not receive a quality of the power. Why? Why it is happening? Because of some issues. What are those issues in the power quality? First, number one is the issue includes number one is electrical harmonics. We'll go through this. What are the harmonics and what is this? I'll go for it in detail. Next, power factor. You know already power factor. If the power factor is low, which receives the more power, why? Because P is equal to VA into cos pi. So automatically the power received by the equipment will decrease. Automatically the efficiency of the system is also decreases. Harmonics mean unwanted frequencies flow through any system called as harmonics. Unwanted mean actual fundamental frequency should flow through the any equipment. Other than those frequencies are called as harmonics. Next, voltage instability. Voltage instability mean if any deviation in the voltage is much are called as a voltage instability. And imbalance impact on the efficiency of electrical equipment. So imbalance of the load also, three-phase loads should be distributed by only plus or minus 5% deviation should acceptable. Otherwise, the system is called as imbalance system. So due to these issues, uh, power system will not receive a good quality of the power to the consumers, will not distribute, will not send a good quality of the power. So due to these power issues, what's happened? The system will consume higher energy. Therefore, the person should pay high energy costs who is using the equipment, and higher maintenance costs because of due to this variation in the electrical parameters, due to these issues in the power quality. So there should be a frequent maintenance is required. So maintenance cost is also increases. Then equipment should not operate stable. It may operate in unstable. So due to this unstable operation of the equipment, sometimes maybe failure. So these are about a basic introduction of the what is the power quality in the power system. Next, definition. So we should follow the definition as per standard rule. IEEE standard mean Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers standard. In IEEE standard also 1100 defines the power quality. What is the power quality? Very simple. Generally, what are the components are there in case of our power system? Equipments, that may be the electronic or electrical. And these component should maintain connected to the ground. So if there should be a concept of powering and grounding sensitive electronic equipment in a manner suitable for the equipment, then is called as a quality of the power. Another definition, any power problem manifested in voltage, current, or frequency deviation that results in failure of misoperation of customer equipment. No doubt, definitely the customer equipment should be misoperated. Next, the last definition, these are the three are the definitions anyone can pick up. Power quality is a set of electrical boundaries that allows a piece of equipment to function in its intended manner without significant loss of performance or life expectancy. Meaning that, already I told you, voltage, current, and voltage frequency should have the variation should have the boundaries. Single phase 230 volts, 440 for three phase, 50 Hz for frequency. These boundaries may vary. Voltage may be plus or minus 5, frequency may be plus or minus 0.1. So if it varies, no problem. Otherwise, the power system should not allow a quality of the power. Next, power quality terminology. In this power quality terminology, first we start with bonding. What is the bonding? See here this figure. Example, I'll take a fan. We want to operate the fan. What we need? Electrical wires and switch. If individually switch available, we cannot operate the electrical fan. If individually electrical wire is there but there is no switch, we cannot operate the fan. Mean that these two conductors mean there should be a conductor is available in switch, that is nothing but a screw, and wire came from mains. These two are interconnected, then only we can operate any electrical equipment. Such a connection between two conductors in electrical systems is called as bonding. So bonding is simply the act of joining two electrical conductors together. Capacitance. See here, in case of any power system, most of the loads are inductive in nature. When we connect it suddenly capacitor, then there should be a resonance condition will develop. What is the resonance? The equivalent inductive reactance should be equal to capacitive reactance. XL is equal to XC. At that condition, resonance will obtain. If resonance is happen in the power system, what's happened? Due to the resonance, oscillate, the energy will oscillate between inductor and the capacitor, meaning that the energy will be transferred from inductor to the capacitor, again capacitor to inductor, will not flow other than that. So due to this, produces high magnitude of voltage or current in the power system, that particular portion of the system. Therefore, the insulation of the system may fail you. So this is about the very importance of the while using the capacitor in case of the power quality. Next, coupling. Very simple. Without coupling, we cannot transfer the energy from one circuit to another circuit, one circuit segment to another circuit segment. See this figure. This is the solar system, PV panels, inverters, and loads. If there is no coupling between these solar panels and inverter, we definitely cannot transfer the energy from solar panels to the inverter. If there is no coupling between inverter to the load, we cannot transfer the energy from inverter to the load. So we need coupling. So that is about the coupling. Coupling is also the transfer of electrical energy from one circuit segment to another segment. Crust factor. So listen carefully here. Very simple. Crust factor is also called as a peak factor. The ratio of maximum value to the RMS value is called as RMS mean root mean squared value is called as crust factor. The crust factor in case of sinusoidal wave already derived is a derived value 1.414. Distortion and distortion factor. What is the distortion first of all? If other than the fundamental frequency will flow through any power system, mean harmonics. Due to this harmonics added with fundamental frequency, the resultant wave will disrupt, will destroy, will not get into the sinusoidal, pure sinusoidal wave. Such a waveform is called such a uh, supply in case of power system is called as distortion. Then what is the distortion factor? This distortion can be measured with the help of a one factor. That factor is called as the total harmonic distortion factor. So using this THD, we can understood that if it is low value, so power quality is good. If it is high value, the quality of the power quality is the power quality of the equipment is not good. Flicker. This flicker can be observed in case of tube light. The change in the brightness of a lamp due to sudden change in the voltage. I'll take one example. Tube light is connected in series near to the induction motor. You suddenly switch on the induction motor, already tube light is on. Now when we start the induction motor, there should be a change in intensity of the tube light. It flickers, not a continuous time. There may be a 1 second or it may be a fraction of seconds. There should be a change in the brightness of the lamp. So that is called as the flicker. Due to why it is happening? Only because of drop in the voltage. The induction motor draws more current, so automatically when it draws more current, voltage drop across nearby that equipment, I into R will drops. So therefore, less voltage will appear across the tube light. So automatically flicker will exist. Form factor. It is the ratio of RMS value to average value is called as a form factor. Is a fixed value, is a derived value for sinusoidal wave 1.11. Frequency. Everyone knows that frequency, the number of cycles per second, is called as a frequency. Whereas in case of power frequency, the deviation from of the power system fundamental frequency from its specified nominal value, 50 or 60 Hz, 50 for Indian frequency, 60 for USA or British. So this is called as a frequency in case of power quality. Ground electrode. In case of any electrical system or electronic system, while we want to give the connections, we should maintain a reference, or we want to maintain a ground, or we want to maintain as a zero potential. To maintain zero potential, we need the electrode. So that electrode is called as a ground electrode. It is a conductor. It is a conductor. This is where the AC equipment grounding conductor and the electronic equipment grounding circuit come together. Ground grid. See here, the grounding is the intentional linking of a conductor to the earth. For the protection purpose, we should need a ground between equipment to the ground. So that process, that connection is called as a ground grid. Ground loop. When we go to these amplifiers, you see here, this figure, when you have a multiple number of amplifiers, each amplifier should have individual grounding connection. But these individual grounding connections should be looped. Otherwise, we are not getting into the audio sound is not properly. So such a type of connection between multiple number of grounds individually having at the grounds all together be formed as a loop. Loop is a closed structure where we start and come back. Same position is called as a ground loop. Ground ring. Generally, earthing is needed for any power system of electrical equipment connections or any distribution side of power system. Whereas generally in case of these very big industrial applications or commercial applications, we are dipping the rod into earth and we made as a ground. But in case of some very big communication systems, We cannot do like this for big transmission lines. So even though the grounding is there, we need extra grounding that can be possible with help of a ring structure formation. On that ring structure, they are established these communication systems. So see here, tower ground ring or also shelter ground ring. So if you have a shelter, so near to that communication system, Tata or Reliance, or you go through these communication systems, we should need of this is called as a type of ground ring. So sometimes the ground ring is further supplemented by vertical ground rods also grounding. Or also another name for this grounding is called as earthing. Earthing. So what is this earthing? Earthing is the process, a connection between equipment and provide a low resistance to the ground. Then, if any fault current will flow through that equipment, that will flow through the ground immediately. Otherwise, if any person touches that during the fault current, immediately that person may shock. So, to avoid this, to protect human beings, this grounding is anywhere. You'll go through this transmission lines or distribution lines or in a house or in industrial, wherever all these electrical distribution system or electrical connection, all the equipment should be connected to the ground. Then only there are two purposes of the ground. Number one is to maintain the reference or ground potential, zero potential. The second thing is to avoid the protection, to avoid the fault current flow through that. So protection of the human beings. Harmony. Already I told you many times we'll go through this. If other than the fundamental frequency flow through any power system, so due to this other than fundamental frequencies called as harmonics, third harmonic, fifth harmonic, and seventh harmonic. So the total resultant waveform will destroy. Due to this, uh, this problem will arise due to the nonlinear roads, rectifiers, discharge lightning, or sudden magnetic devices, or sudden loads applied on inductive loads applied on any power system. Due to this, these harmonics are obtained. Harmonics are even harmonics and odd harmonics. Even harmonics are not be considered. Only odd harmonics are presented in the power system. Harmonic distortion. So what is this harmonic distortion? If harmonics flow through any power system, any circuit, due to the combination of these fundamental and harmonic frequencies, the resultant waveform will be disturbed. So this is called as a distorted, harmonically distorted waveform. This harmonic distortion can be measured with the help of a factor is called as total harmonic distortion, is used as a measure of amount of harmonic distortion of the system. If THD is less, the power system is good, otherwise it's a bad power system. Power quality is not good. Impulse. Impulse mean a sudden increase in the voltage for a short span of the time at moment, at an instant is called as the impulse, is also called as a transient, is one of the two types of transient disturbances that may enter the power system. So as per IEEE 1159 is a number indicated to know about what is the impulse. So non-proper frequency change in the steady state condition of voltage, current or both, that is unidirectional polarity. So generally there are two types of impulses are there, either positive impulse or negative impulse. Inductance is the generally electric power is transmitted through the transmission line with AC high voltage and current. Due to the high current flow through any transmission line, magnetic flux are produced surrounded by the conductor. So due to this, an inductance is developed in the line. That inductance is called as the line inductance in case of power transmission line. Just what is the power line inductance. Then we know that what is the self-inductance. Self-inductance means actually which opposes the nature, which opposes sudden change in current flow through it, but which allows steady state current, is also called as a self-inductance. But another definition for self-inductance is due to change in its own magnitude of current, own flux, which produces its own induced EMF is called as a self-induced EMF. It is because of self-inductance. Another next inductance is called as mutual inductance. In what is the mutual inductance? How can you understood that? Mutual inductance is if the current flow through one coil, but the induced change in the induced EMF is another coil nearby the coil, so is called as a mutual inductance. It will be obtained, it will be observed, it will be identified in case of the transformer. Faraday's law of electromagnetic mutual induction. There are two coils are there. We are giving the primary side only excitation, but we are taking the secondary side load. So it is because of only mutual inductance. Inrush. This inrush current is observed in case of the transformer, while the transformer starts initially after erection, immediately which draws more huge amount of current from the line, 5 to 10 times of the current. Such a current is called as inrush current. See here. Actually, this is a steady state current. This is the steady state current. But you see here how much of current drawn by the transformer at the starting. So this portion of the current is called as inrush current. 5 to 10 times more current, more than rated current is called as inrush. So this inrush depends on short circuit MVA and source bus of the system. This is maintained as a, based on this, we can identify what is the power quality of this transformer. Interruption. Interruption means disturbance of the power supply or decrease in voltage. Sometimes may decrease 90% or sometimes 10% will decrease or sometimes may reach to the zero value. But what is that sometimes is divided into three types. Instantaneous may decrease or interrupt the power supply. That instantaneous meaning if half cycle to 30 cycles the power is interrupted is called as an instantaneous interruption. Then momentary. If the interruption will observe 30 cycles to 3 seconds, then it is called as a momentary interruption. If next, temporary interruption. If the interruption 3 seconds to 1 minute, then it's called as a temporary interruption. Next, isolation. Very important. Isolation panel protects the patient from leakage current and potential injury or death. When you have a one bar is there in case of your bus bar. In that bus bar, all the equipment should be isolated. So this is a bus bar. In this bus bar, you see here, so some equipment, circuit element on this side, circuit element on this side. So otherwise, these two, due to any leakage current flow through this circuit, will affect the other circuit. So we want to isolate the panel equipments. The equipments are connected on the panel. It should be isolated. Otherwise, leakage current and potential injury or death. So with the implementation of an isolated power supply, the neutral to ground connection is removed and separately will given. See here, this is signal ground. See here, this is the internal ground. So there will be a very small amount of current will flow that is based on the system leakage capacitance. Linear loads. Yeah. Then type of loads are two, linear loads and non-linear loads. How you know that linear or non-linear? It depends on relationship between voltage and current. If voltage is proportional to the current flow through that equipment, such a type of loads are called as a linear loads. Depending on how the draw current from the mains of the power supply, see that voltage and current both are proportional. So with a linear load, the relation between voltage and current waveform are sinusoidal and the current anytime is proportional to voltage as per Ohm's law. In non-linear loads, see here in case of non-linear load, the load is considered non-linear if its impedance changes with the applied voltage. Immediately it changes. So these non-sinusoidal currents contain harmonic currents that interact with the impedance of the power distribution system to create voltage distortion that can affect both the distribution system equipment and the loads connected to it. So this is about the nonlinear. Noise. Generally, noise is unwanted disturbance, electrical signal developed in case of any equipment is called as a noise. This is happened because of only power electronic equipments are connected to the nearby any electrical equipments. So then noise will obtain. Summation of unwanted or disturbing energy from natural and sometimes man-made sources. Notch. It is continuation disturbance in the voltage. It is due to the power electronic equipments nearby connected to that. Such a disturbance in the voltage is called as a notch. When current is communicated from one phase to another, in addition, voltage notching characterizes an unusual case or case that falls between harmonics and transient. This will be identified with the help of oscilloscope also. Periodic power disturbance. So generally, this periodic power disturbance will obtain due to the improper connection of wiring as well as grounding. If due to this improper, sometimes may power will flow through the equipment immediately due to any air, automatically the wires are disconnected and power disturbance will obtain. Again reconnected after completion of air, again connected. So these type of disturbances are called as periodic power disturbances. Power system disturbances are also caused by natural disruptions such as lightning strokes, large nonlinear loads such as furnace, large rotating loads. Examples of these things. When lightning fall on any equipment, this power is disturbance. And sometimes sudden loads may also, sometimes arc furnace is switch on immediately nearby to the any equipment. Sometimes the power may be disturbance. Power factor. Power factor is the cause of angle between voltage and current is called as apparent power. But another power is called as the displacement power, is the power factor due to the phase shift between voltage and current at the fundamental line frequency. So in case of this power system, there are two types of power factors, apparent power factor and displacement power factor. Total power factor. Based on this total power factor, there are three types: unity power factor, lagging power factor, and leading power factor. Unity power factor means should be equal to 1. So therefore, voltage and current are both in same phase. Angle between these two is 0, cos 0 is 1. But lagging power factor, current lags an angle theta by voltage. So that is called as a cos pi, lags. Whereas leading power factor, current leads an angle voltage by theta, then it's or pi. It is called as a cos theta or cos pi is a leading cos theta or cos pi is called as a leading power factor. See, that is an indicator how much of a facility power system's capacity is available for productive work is the main important in case of power factor. So in any AC system, there are usually 4 types of powers: real power, reactive power, harmonic power, and apparent power. These will be disturbed due to this power factor. If the more power factor, good power factor, all the powers are good. If the bad power factor, all these powers are maybe decreased, will not get a proper values. Recovery time. If the fault is developed in any system, after clearance of the fault, how much of time taken for recovery is called as recovery time, right through. The similar way, if any problem is developed in the power system, how the electrical equipment can withstand is called as a ride through. So there are 3 types: fault ride through, if the fault is developed, how can withstand; voltage, under voltage ride through, and low voltage ride through. So UVRT, LVRT. This is the figure indicated as ride through. SAG. In case in USA, the people are named as a SAG, and in British voltage, both are same. What is the meaning of SAG? there should be a decrease in the voltage in the electrical equipment due to short circuit or overload or starting of any electric motors. A sudden decrease in the voltage is called as sag, or also called as a voltage dip. A voltage sag happens when the RMS voltage decreases between 10 and 90% of nominal voltage for 1/2 cycle to 1 minute. Surge. See here, in general, a surge is a transient wave of current, voltage, or power in an electric circuit. Surge means increase in the voltage, rise in the voltage. This rise in the voltage is only due to the when suddenly connected the capacitor in the inductive load of equipment. Then immediately a resonance condition. Due to this resonance condition, oscillation energy will be oscillated. Due to that, higher voltage is established. Such a voltage is called as surges, increase in the voltage. But this time is very instant. But swell is also same to the surge, but it is a uh, increase in the voltage over the time range for a specific time period. But surge is a sudden increase. But when we'll go to these voltage sags are caused by abrupt increase in loads such as short circuit or false motors. So even though low voltage is there, it may be increased. But in case of swells, it maintain a constant period, it increase in the voltage, even though there is no problem in the fault. Even though there is no fault, but the circuit have some increase in the voltage, that is called as a swell. Transient. Transient are power quality disturbances that involves destructive high magnitudes of current and voltage or even both. It may reach thousands of volts amperes. Transients purely existed because of only capacitor connected in case of the inductive load. Due to this resonance, oscillatory energy flows between these two, higher voltages developed or rise the voltage. According to IEEE 100, such transients can understood that thoroughly. Transient wave voltage, current, power in an electric circuit. Thank you. All the best. Stay home. Stay safe. God bless you.